What's up traders, this is Vee Trades and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for GameStop Corporation. They are the largest video game retailer worldwide. Before we begin, please take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. Also, thank you to those who already subscribed and like my videos, it means a lot. Just a reminder that this video is for entertainment purposes only, it does not constitute any financial advice. We will start out the technical analysis by going over what I see in the daily chart and potential price targets. Then we will wrap it up by looking at the long-term pattern on the weekly chart. So the first thing that I noticed about GameStop is that it is just moving sideways, and it has been for quite a long time. I could just tell by just looking at the EMA and how flat the prices are. It's not really trending in a particular direction. It's just going up and down, kind of like a roller coaster. So if I were to draw a range, it looks like the highs would be at this level right around here, which would be the $300 level, and the lows would be right around the 138, probably like the 140 level, and that's the range. So what the price did back here in June is that it created a spike in channel. This is the spike down, and then it went in a flatter channel because usually spikes are too aggressive. A nice channel is about 45 degrees. However, this one's kind of weak. It's probably about like 25 degrees, but I'm still going to map it out with the channel, and it looks like it's right around here. So this is the channel that I see prices fitting inside of. And I'm going to change the color because it still matches the range color. Let's make it blue or red. Let's make it red. So you see the spike in channel, and it had a little break right here, and it led to a little spike outside here. That wick kind of ticked outside, but prices still fell back inside the channel and then continued lower. But then prices came up short right around here, which led to a break outside over here. So price was inside of a smaller range right here, which is known as a congestion. It was just moving sideways. I'm going to change this color too. Let's make it yellow. So inside this yellow congestion at the bottom of this red channel, it was the breakout, and then price had this blast outside, and right when it happened, the next day later, there was a red reversal candle. So that's not a good sign for someone who wants to continue to go long. You don't want to see that. Look what happened back over here when we had that blast up and then a red reversal candle. This was pretty much the next day. Big red candle down. I don't know if we're going to get a big red candle down tomorrow or even within the week. It would make sense that some big news is coming because on August 27th it looks like is the earnings. So watch for some bad earnings or some big movements coming right back to the downside. I expect prices to go back down because this is the first break of the channel, and after a first break of a channel I expect a retest of the lows or even a new low. That's just how the market works. That's the market geometry. Usually when we see a break of a channel, we're gonna get a retest of the lows or the new extreme. So even if we're going up in an uptrend, we're gonna get a retest of the highs or even a new high. So that's why I'm more bearish on GameStop, just looking at the technicals and not putting my personal bias into it, because if it was my personal bias, I truthfully would not buy GameStop. I would have a better chance of buying the top of Bitcoin and holding on to that than buying the top of GameStop and hoping it would come back up, because I don't think GameStop is like a really good company to hold. But you know, if they start diving into virtual reality or research and developing new games, they could be really large. You don't want to end up like the next Blockbuster, right? And that's what it looks like GameStop is doing, unless they change their business model. But you know, it could be a good company in the long term. However, the technicals tell me what the company is and where it's headed, and it looks like in the short term, in the next few weeks to a month, it's gonna go down. So we had that break outside right here, and it looks like prices are gonna do something like this, right? Come right back to the lows of the range. Also, yeah, so since we just got rejected off the midline of the range, it looks like we're gonna come back to the lows of the range. So my target for GameStop is right around the 140 level. So there's my analysis on the daily chart. There really isn't that much to say, except there was a spike in channel. We had a break outside, and it looks like we're gonna try to make a move to a new low, especially since there was a little congestion right here and prices broke out of it, and usually price fails at least 90% of the time. So it looks like we're gonna come to at least test this breakout level. highly positive we're probably going to come at least test this breakout level around this 170 level, and then we're probably going to not stop right there. I'm pretty sure we're going to continue lower. I'll be surprised if we just stop right around here, this 180 level, and just continue higher. I'll be pretty surprised. So that's what I expect to happen, and I'm going to show you guys the weekly chart. I'm probably the only YouTuber who's bearish on GameStop. I don't really fall for the hype. I don't really care about all that stuff, so I'll just try to give you guys a perspective that's original and just what I see on the chart. So on the weekly chart, it looks like we're forming a pendant. That's what they really call it. It looks like kind of something like this, where price is just chopping back inside of here and waiting for a breakout, usually to the upside or the downside. I don't really know. We just gotta wait and see. So that's what it looks like price is doing right now. It looks like it's inside of a very large pendant. So normally it's not really a pendant, it's just two patterns converging against each other, and one of them is gonna win out. I don't know which one's gonna win out. We just have to wait and see. But it's gonna be pretty epic right around when that earnings come, I believe. Just gotta wait and see. I mean, we could just like start trending right through it and not even have a breakout. It'd be kind of weird, just like inside of a range like we were on the daily chart. But we're gonna see some movement right around here where the earnings are. So either we're gonna break up to the upside to the top of this channel, or break to the low side of the bottom of this channel. And if we were to break to the low side of the bottom of the channel, because that's what it looks like it's in, prices are making lower highs, but however we are making higher lows, so that's why we see this big pendant right around here. So that's why it's hard to tell which way it's gonna break. That I would just be guessing if I were to say, because we didn't really trend up. We did trend up into this, but there was a big sell-off, so it could just make another leg down. And if we were to make another leg down from this top of this correction, it looks like we could head to that $36 level. However, if we were to break to the upside, I could see us go make another leg of this, and that would be the let me just place it right there. Looks like right around that 355 level, and that would make sense because it would stop out all the shorts right around here. But I'm pretty bearish on GameStop on the daily chart, but on the weekly chart, kind of in between. I'm pretty neutral, so we just gotta wait and see how these earnings turn out. But don't be surprised if it's negative, because it looks like they want to drop the market down. But I could be wrong, but my analysis tells me that we will continue lower. So that's pretty much everything I see on the weekly chart. And also one more thing, it looks like I see this support level right here. It looks like it's holding very nicely, but I don't know if it's going to hold and be strong enough for the coming earnings and the coming weeks. So just gotta wait and see. But on the daily chart, it looks like I expect us to retrace back to that congestion that it broke outside of and make a new low of that spike in channel right back down to the bottom of the range. And if we do continue lower, it looks like we could head to that $31 level on this weekly chart. So that earnings is what they can push it down, because it looks like we're coming to this divergent point right around here. It's just building pressure, kind of like a volcano is ready to explode, either to the upside or the lower side. But looking at the daily chart, it looks like we could follow that pattern and continue lower. But on the weekly chart, we could break out to the upside and stop out all the shorts over here too. So, and also since we're kind of near the bottom of the range, we could head up to the high side of the range. But just gotta wait and see. But that's pretty much my analysis for GameStop. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel, since you might be surprised on what you could learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also, share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel, since I want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.